Hello and welcome. It's finally time to open up the mini Hulkbuster, which has the missing minifigure Bruce Banner in, which is not included in the Avengers Tower. But today's focus point is the set itself. Now, it comes with some nice little minifigures. The build's really nice. We're going to go through the box artwork as normal, check out the instruction manuals, have a really good look at the minifigures towards the end of this video, and obviously the Hulkbuster suit itself. This is LEGO Marvel set number 76247. It is the Hulkbuster of Wakanda. Now, we've got the minifigures at the bottom. You can see those four there. The only problem is with this box is it just wants to keep falling over because it has the push tabs at the bottom. So if you are a box collector, it is a little bit more awkward to display it once you've opened it, but it does have this amazing face sculpt on the front, or the print, shall I say, which is going to work perfectly for exactly what I want. So we'll open it up and get the instruction manual out of it. So there's 3 separate bags on this, as you can see. You've got bag number 1, which is the body, bag number 2, which is the legs, and then bag number 3 makes the arm. So bag number 1, you do get the missing minifigure, which is the Bruce Banner, and like I've just said, that minifigure with the other face looks absolutely fantastic. Now, sticker sheets, this thing just here, there are 10 different numbers, but you've got multiple numbers of each one. So you've got 2 5s, 2 9s, 2 8s, and 2 10s. It's not that bad to put on because the stickers are quite big, so they are easy enough. So if you do struggle with stickers, it's not too bad. And to be honest, if you get them wonky, it doesn't really matter too much. So as we have a quick look on the inside, there's nothing, no information regarding what you're doing. And I got a funny feeling there's actually no sets linked to this at all either. Hopefully they will carry on and keep with the newer sets that they're doing, actually adding in some of the other sets that were in the theme at the time. But as you can see, with regards to what it is, there is 192 steps, 74 pages, but you can see you have got a fair few things where you do have to build twice. So there are a few more steps than that. Time to move on to the build itself. This is what it looks like. It's very impressive. It took a little while to get it stood up. You've got to be really, really careful of the hips. Now, if you don't push the hips in enough, they literally just flop about. So we're going to have a bit of a play with this, and then we will take a look at the minifigures after. But all in all, it is an impressive looking thing. So we will get these completely out the way like so. And this should be quite interesting, quite quick. So what we've got to play with now is you've got the bit at the top where the minifigure can literally just sit or stand in there. And it looks effective enough because you can just plonk their head down. And it is a nice little print on the top. You can see we've got the stickers and everything on the shoulders. And then you've got the shoulder pads either side. We've got, again, some more stickers. And you've got the gold and red. And the same thing on that. And you've got to bear in mind, if it does fall over and fall apart, I don't care, because it is on a super slippy shiny table. Now, arm wise, that's as far as it will go, and then you can just get the elbow up, and the wrist does rotate all the way around. You can see you've got the blast effect on the inside of the palm of the hand, and then you've got the gold and everything just across the top. Now, what this does have, and that works quite nicely, is you do have all the individual fingers, so you can basically do whatever it is that you want to do. And I'm not too sure actually if it is in scale with one of the figures. I'm not too sure if it will hold the weight. No, it will do. So you can, if you want to, for whatever reason, if you wanted to, you can just sit one of the figures in there. And again, you've got the same thing on the other side. You've got the bit on the palm, all the fingers move over. You can see all the mechanisms and everything for the wrists. The wrists and everything move about. So as it stands right now, look, the hips are super sturdy, and you can be careful, but you can start to turn him and it's still holding the body weight even with a shake. So if yours isn't doing that, make sure that you connect the hips in properly. Now, so we place down and move on to the legs itself. You can see what the hip goes like. It comes all the way around, and if you listen, it does have a very good click. So you've got a good pivot on the ankle, and then again, that's the hip coming round, and all of the toes individually move as well. So if you want to place it down and get some nice angled photos like that with regards to how the feet look, so you can also have the one facing forward and the one coming out to the side. It basically is a really good stance, and obviously you can do. So it is a photogenic thing, but you do have to be careful with it in places, because obviously certain bits and pieces will fall off. But you can lift it up, just rotate it through at the front, but the second you put your hand on that bottom sticker, it will come apart. So you've just got to be careful. But if I can, will he hold? If I put a little bit of weight just on the front, that is the stance that you can get. Obviously, if it was stood on something, it would work perfectly fine, but it's not, so it will just fall over. But it is sturdy enough. So it's time to move on to the minifigures themselves. We're going to spot the difference between the two Outriders. The first one obviously has the two golden claws, and it has amazing detail all the way across the top. So you can see at the top of the very head, you've got the gold with the black, and then you've got the red that wraps around in it as well. It looks very smart. And you've got all this really nice gold on the inside going through the abs and all across the chest, and then you've got the black with the silver all wrapped round. Then on the back, it also looks very effective with regards to all of the different print, so you can see everything and all the detail that's included, and it carries on all the way up to the back of the head. Now the nice thing about both of these minifigures, they've got a lot of detail in the actual headpiece itself, because you've got all of the gold and the red, so hopefully that red is popping through cleanly enough across the top. So obviously you can see, hopefully in that bit, you can see the red a little bit better across the sort of the mouth, and then that's a little bit better look at the silver. Torso itself is exactly the same, and then on the back of this is exactly the same, but obviously you can see the difference. It just has these pieces where you've got all the claws and everything attached to it, and it does look smart enough. So it's now time to move on to this young lady just here, and she's got all the war paint across her face, and then as we're having a look at the torso itself, there's lots and lots of details. So you can see across the chest piece, you've almost got the armour where you've got the gold and the red right across the top, and you've got the big fancy belt buckle with all of the other belts and all the straps and everything around it. No leg print on the front or back, there's no side print on this one either, but again, going across the back, you can see you've got all of the really nice texture and layers, which is obviously the outfit that she wore in the main battle. Now it's time to look at the reason why I bought the set, Bruce Banner. Now you've got the nice jacket, and you've got the really nice blue with all the big white buttons, and they've got the little sort of t-shirt underneath. You've got the grey trousers, no print on that, and then you've got a little bit of print on the back. But the main reason I got this set is not just because of Bruce Banner on the box, it's this. I think this looks brilliant and will work perfectly well if you want to merge it into the Avengers scene with the big battle. All you need to get yourself is a little bike, and then obviously it's the bit of the Easter egg of that's my secret, I'm always angry. So you can see you've got the nice scales on the side, and you've got the nice bright green eyes, and you've got the grunt. Or if you want to, you can then use the minifigure wherever you want in the set. I'm talking for the Avengers Tower, in any of the other Easter egg scenes, or of course you can use them in the actual Hulkbuster suit itself. And this is what it looks like in it. Obviously I've not closed it in properly and I've not pushed him down properly, but that is what that would look like from a photo perspective, and you can just see how this thing is now starting to scale with regards to all of the other minifigures. And you can see, I think it does work very well, and we just put a minifigure by the foot. That is what that is with regards to the height. So it does have some nice height to the set. So scale wise, I think it works well. So what I've done, I've just pulled out two cars because it's just easier that way. What looks nice outside the front of the buildings as well, we've got the vintage taxi on the left, and we've got the 66 car on the right. Now that 66 car is a big car, but I think the Hulkbuster is in perfect scale with both of those. So it will look very nice in your own display, and I am looking forward to adding it to mine. But that is it. I am done. Let us know in the comments below if you're now going to get yourself one of these just for that minifigure, or just try and hunt the minifigure online. But the set itself, with regards to the actual Hulkbuster, would work perfectly fine outside the front of the Avengers Tower. Or again, it would go nice with just any other Marvel display, like the Doctor Strange set and the Daily Bugle as well. But that's the final look at the minifigures. They do look very nice. And again, I think they do scale very nicely with this Hulkbuster, which is in a huge sale currently. So one more time, it's item number 76247, 8+ set, the Hulkbuster, the Battle of Wakanda. But guys, if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and hope to catch you next one. Ta-da.